What's going on, everybody? No Money MTG. We're back again for another standard brew, poor man version.
But we don't have any money. All we have is this. How does this work?
I don't know.
This deck is inspired by a Golgari Reanimator deck list that I saw on one of the recent MTGO challenges. Now, standard caveats apply. One, I don't have anywhere near the requisite cards to come anywhere close to that brew. And then two, that brew didn't do incredibly well in that particular challenge. I mean, it made the top 30 of the decks, so it was 29 out of 30. So, I mean, take that for a grain of salt. This is not, Golgari Reanimator is not a top tier deck list right now anyway, and my version of it's going to be a pretty lackluster version of that.
What's going on, B-?
But I've said this before when I did the Golgari life gain brew. I love the Golgari colors. I think like this is kind of my preferred color combo. I really wish that it was good in standard right now, but such as it is, I'm kind of in the mode right now where I'm just playing games on the standard ladder to try to rank up. We're pretty close to getting back into the platinum level where I expect to once again peter out because I can't brew a competitive enough deck to break into diamond, much less mythic at this point. We'll eventually get there, but we're just not there right now. But we do need to collect some more gold so that we can do a couple more rounds of limited here pretty soon. So let's just go and try to have a little bit of fun with this. When I say that this brew is limited, I'm talking like this is a Reanimator deck with only 2 copies of Valgavoth Terror Eater, which is our sole reanimation target. And therefore, the rest of the deck is not going to look like your standard Reanimator style deck. There's not going to be that many reanimation spells to kind of match the fact that I don't have that many Reanimator targets. So a lot more of the remainder of the deck is kind of going to be based around just staying alive. With that in mind, we have 4 copies of Bitter Triumph, which if I have Valgavoth in my hand is a way to get it out of my hand and into the graveyard. Also kills a creature or planeswalker. We have Requiting Hexes for killing cheap creatures. Duresses for getting problematic spells out of the opponent's hand early before they can cast them. Mind Roots, which kind of serves, it's a one of here, but it serves a dual purpose of I can either target myself with the discard ability to get Valgavoth into the graveyard, or I can get the last couple of cards out of the opponent's hand. I have 1 copy of Cauldron of Existence currently, and I'm going to craft a second copy with the 1 rare wild card that I have left. And this is going to be a spell that I can sack a Llanowar Elf, which is my only cheap creature, to try to return a Valgavoth that gets into the graveyard back onto the battlefield. I can also sacrifice Bebop and Rocksteady. It's a cheaper creature that can block or attack okay, but then importantly, I can also discard a card if I have Valgavoth in my hand. So it's kind of a little bit of a distraction, but also can provide me some value in my deck if I have a Valgavoth sitting in my hand. Withering Curse to try to sweep the board of cheap creatures, or if I have a life gain effect, which I do have 4 Witherbloom Charms, which can help me gain life and stay alive a little bit longer, but then also turn on the Withering Curse's infusion ability of just destroying all creatures, regardless of how big they are. Ral Zarek to survey, or once again, any number of target players each discard a card, which can, if I need it, get Valgavoth out of my hand and into the graveyard. Can also return a target creature card with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield, which can hit Llanowar Elves or that Bebop and Rocksteady if one of those is sitting in the graveyard. Delian Fell to gain life or destroy a creature, or draw a card and lose a life, so it has some utility there. Splinter's Technique is useful, and I'm including 2 of them. 1 because I have them already collected, but then also if I have a Reanimator piece but no target, or if I have a Reanimator target but no reanimation. I mean, it'll essentially take a turn to do it, but it'll help me get whatever piece I need into my hand. Vicious Rivalry just is another sweeper in case I fall behind to complement the Withering Curses. And in this build, I have 3 Llanowar Elves just to help me accelerate a little bit more, but then also Llanowar Elves, once they serve their purpose of getting some of my 3 and 4 mana plays out, I can sack it to a Cauldron of Essence to get Valgavoth out of the graveyard. So a couple of different ways this could come together, a lot of ways that it could fall flat on its face. But again, I'm a huge fan of the Golgari colors. I love the way it plays. I wish it was better, and I wish I had more cards to make this the most optimized version of it.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
And while we're just playing games on on the ladder to collect a little bit of gold. Figure we might as well do something a little bit outside the norm, and to me is personally joyful to play. So let's get onto the ladder. Let's get up to platinum, see if we can't win more games than we lose here.
I don't understand how finances work.
All right, I have some cheap removal, a Delian Fell, and a Zombify. Now I just need to get my Valgavoth, a way to get it into the yard, and I'll be set. This will be fun. Duress would be super annoying. Oh, okay. All right. Goblin deck. That is fine. Champion of the Weird. Okay. Well, I think life total is going to be pretty important here. Okay, great. So I got a Valgavoth in my hand, and I got a Zombify in my hand. So we're getting there. We just now we need to find a way to get Valgavoth into the graveyard. I don't think that the Goblin deck plays any way to get I don't think the Goblin deck plays any graveyard hate. I could be wrong about that, but we shall see. Alright, I can play Professor Delian Fell next turn to destroy a 3-drop if they play it, or if they play another 2-drop, I can kill it with their Priding Hex. Alright, and they're stuck on lands. So they're a couple of turns away from playing the Champion of the Weird. Let's go ahead and get the Delian Fell out. And let's go ahead and gain 3 life. I think that right now, the gaining life is the most important thing for me to do. Let's see what they're working with in their hand. Get a Boggart Mischief out of there. And I think it's going to be most important to destroy whatever creature they play right now. I don't want them to be able to blight if they play the Boggart Mischief. To me, that was the most important thing there. Alright. Well, let's keep on destroying... Let's keep on destroying creatures as they play them. In this case, I am going to hold up the Land of War Elves as a blocker in case they get... Okay, alright, cool. They never found a 3rd land and just got tired of it. And right there, game 1, we already got up to platinum. So there we go. At least there's one accomplishment. And we're 1-0. Alright, first game back in the platinum ranks. Let's see how this goes. Alright, we got a Zombify, another Delian Fell, Lana War Elves. Lana War Elves are typically good to eat a removal spell. Well, with a Reckless Lackley, they're probably not going to cast a removal spell, but let's try to get it out there. Right now, it's not going to do us any good, so it's kind of a distraction piece. Okay, no blocks. Let's see what they're working with in their hand. Collective Inferno and Goblin Surprise. As this enchantment enters, choose a creature type. Double all damage that sources of the creature type. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Let's get the 3 mana play out of their hand. That stinks. Let's go ahead and destroy one of their creatures. We'll leave up a blocker. Let's block. Drawing lands is not helping. Let's draw a card and... Wow, more lands. Okay, so this is going to be one of those games. That's kind of, oh, jeez. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. 3, that doubles. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, that's it. All right. Well, that was a lot of lands to draw. Okay, needs a land and a reanimation ability. Why not? I mean, this is... I don't know how much better the opening hands can get. I have a way to kill something cheap. If I can draw a black source, I can sweep the board. I have one of my 2 copies of Valgavoth. I just have to kind of hope that the rest of it comes together. One of these decks, huh? Yeah, okay. Well, I do it this way. I see if they tap out for something and then kill the veteran survivor then. Wonderweave Aerialist. Okay. Now, what do I do here? So I think I let this ride. And see what they play in this turn. I'm kind of tempted to try to Mind Roots them to get the last 2 cards out of their hand, assuming that they spew a couple more cards. Like, what do they have here? They're going to play a 1-mana spell. Okay. What are the chances they play Shard Mage's Rescue here? Alright, if they have it, they have it. I'm going to try it, though. Nice. Okay, cool. You know, I think now that I know that they don't have a Shard Mage's Rescue, I think I do this way. I do this. I destroy the Veteran Survivor. I hold on to the Withering Curse in case they play a couple more creatures. That's great, actually. Okay, good. That is good. Because now I can either Withering Curse or I can Witherbloom Charm it. So this is good. So I can Mind Roots the last 2 cards out of their hand. And then now they're top decking. I don't mind if they hit me for another 3, that's fine. Okay. Now, this is good. I get to see what's in their hand. Just a land. Let's see. I think I just do this right now. Get rid of the Scavenger. Gain life. Pass. Because I don't think they play anything that hastes. So I can safely... Nice. Okay, so I can safely Emblem this turn. And I think in a top deck battle, I'm doing better than they are. Because now I can start draining them for 3 each turn. I can kind of take my time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 mana, so actually, like, I'm 2 mana away from just straight casting Valgavoth, which I think ends the game. Alright, that works too. Gain life. Drain them. Cast Llanowar Elves. Call it good. Alright, that's good too. Well, let's just keep on doing it. We are in no rush. We are 1 mana away from getting the Valgaboth out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Probably should have killed that before I let them draw the card off of it. Well, now I think we do this. Kill that. Discard the Valgaboth. That's fine. It did the job of getting the Valgaboth in the yard. Because now I just kill it. I zombify Valgaboth and they concede. Yeah, they concede now. I mean, the emblem with the lifelink on a 9/9 is going to kill them next turn anyway. Yeah, they have no way to kill the Valgaboth. They have no way to kill the Valgaboth. Yeah. All right. Going first, I have a Valgaboth, a way to get it in the graveyard, and a way to tutor up a Zombify. So it's going to take a few turns to come together, but I have 2 kill spells in hand to help me survive that long. Now, black does have a lot of graveyard hate. Oh, okay, well there's my way of getting something in the graveyard right there. But they are a discard deck, which sucks. Alright, well. Let's go ahead and get that out. So now they know I have a way to get a creature out of the yard and a scary creature in the yard, but they do have a momentum breaker, which means that they can make me sack a Valgaboth, which is not awesome. Yeah, if they make me sack Valgaboth, that's a pretty bad thing. So let me go ahead and get a Zombify. I'm going to get a Zombify just so they can think about it. Now, they're probably, if they have a Duress, they're going to take that directly out of my hand. Okay, Furdok Core combo. If they have another Momentum Breaker, this is going to F me pretty good. But I'm going to go ahead and get Valgaboth out next turn, just because if they don't have it, then I'm in a really good place. If they do have it, I'm in a bad place. Please don't have another Momentum Breaker. Of course they would. Yeah. Just all the answers, huh? All of them. All the answers. Alright, couple of Witherbloom Charms for early play kills. A Ral Zarek. Yeah, why not? Why the heck not? Another Golgari deck. Much respect. Gene Pollinator. Not as much respect. Oh, okay. Well, Zombify and Valgavoth. Now I just got to find a way to get Valgavoth in the graveyard. Badgermole? Insidious Roots. Okay, well that is an excellent, excellent Witherbloom Charm target. This is when whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 0/1 playing creature token. Okay. Insidious Roots deck. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Again, I'm a fan of Golgari colors, so anyone who else is trying to make Golgari work, I am okay. Ketramos. Well, I probably should have just killed the Insidious Roots when I had the chance. Alright, well. Giving them that opportunity to tap it to cast Ketramos was a mistake. That was a mistake. So what do I do now then? Oh, that's good. I have a way to get the Valgavoth in the yard. Okay, this is good. This is good. I can deal with this. So now all I got to do is target something with the Bitter Triumph this turn. I will be incredibly sad if I play Valgavoth and then they immediately do the Strategic Betrayal. That'll be pretty sad. Okay. That dies. Valgavoth goes in the yard. If they are playing Ketramos, they probably do play Strategic Betrayal, but at this point, they're going to Strategic Betrayal me no matter what I do, just because they see it in the yard. So I might as well bank on them not having it, make them have it. If they have it, then I'm super sad. But I would imagine that a Ketramos deck is going to absolutely play Strategic Betrayal. Oh, alright, or not, and they concede. Nice. Alright, let's try to get one more win to end this night on a couple game winning streak here. Alright, well, let's give them something to think about. Toka and Bebop and Rocksteady action. Ooh, are they a blue-white deck that's stuck on blue? Now, what they might... I have a feeling that they're waiting for me to attack with the Bebop and Rocksteady, because that'll force me to discard a card or sack a creature. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and see if... I'm going to make them have a... I'm going to make them have it. Where's your removal? Oh, they're an artifact deck. Okay. They are an artifact deck. Okay, synthesizer. Oh, 2 top is not a good sign. So I'm going to guess they got either the thing that lets them sack an artifact to get a bigger artifact, or they got a, the United Battlefront? Repurposing Bay, that's what I was thinking of. Gross. Alright, well, let's go ahead and kill it. That stinks. Ah, gross. Can I survive next turn is the question. I don't think I survive next turn, do I? We'll see. I don't think I do. Because they get the red artifact. So they sack, what, a repurposing bay to get... the fire crystal, is that it? Huh, interesting choice. The fire crystal would have just ended the game. I mean, look, I'm pretty much dead no matter what happens here, but... I was dead no matter what. Dang it. I was hoping to end with a win. Alright. What is possible here? Oh, man. So what kind of deck is this? This is... Is this the, what's that big 7 mana? They have ramp. I have no idea. Maze Mind Tome deck. Whatever that is. Mill? Is this a mill deck? Alright, so they're holding up counter spells. That much is obvious. They are not a creature deck. They're digging for a mill card, or they're digging for that big Ugin Planeswalker. Is that what they're digging for? Or are they just sitting on a bunch of counter spells? Well, I think that this draw-go game is going to benefit them. Yeah, well, I mean, let's just see what they do about it. If they're going to counter something, I'd rather them counter Bebop and Rocksteady. Alright. Okay. Yeah, this is an annoying deck to play against, isn't it? Outrageous Robbery. Annoying card. So their hand's chock full of counter spells. Sure. Yeah, blue-black control. Alright, let's see how many other counter spells you have. Let me guess. All of them. You have all counter spells. Rise of Sozin, Day of Black Sun, Outrageous Robbery. Let me guess, they have a Bitter Triumph of one of my 3 cards that they stole's a Bitter Triumph. Wow, okay. Well, that's unexpected. But you know what? That gives me the ability to end the night on a win. And I think that we end up going 4-3? Is that it? 4-3 or 4-4? 4-3. Anyway, we end on a win. Well, and not only do we end on a win, we were able to collect some gold. The week just reset. And so you get like your first 15 wins of the week, you get like 250 experience points per win for your first 15 wins. And so I leveled up into like the plus 2,000 reward on the Mastery Pass ladder. So we collected 2,000 gold from that. And then I think one of the challenges that you get, like daily challenges, was I got 1,000 gold from playing 30 black or green spells, you know. And I actually owe another version of an explainer video that kind of talks about like what is the conceptual amount of gold that you can expect to collect over the course of like a week or a month. I had a great comment from a video weeks back now that I have been thinking about that comment, about turning that into a video. So I owe that. That's actually probably gonna be one of the next videos I post because it's such an interesting topic. But either way, tonight we collected 3,000 gold. We're set to go back and do some more limited events here coming up. Got to have a little bit of fun with this Golgari deck. Now, like, what do I think about this Golgari deck? Golgari Reanimator is a middling archetype to begin with, and this is a really, really lackluster version of it, and it's just out of necessity. I think all of the cards made an appearance at some point. The Professor Delian Fell and Life Gain emblem, that won a game. Valgavoth won a game. There's like multiple pots in the fire with this deck because I don't have the cards to commit to any one given strategy, but there's a lot of overlap cards here that kind of smooth out like, okay, well, you're either going to win through the life gain synergy or you're going to win through the reanimator strategy, but you have to stay alive long enough. So you need some life gain and some kill spells to get you to that point. All of that, like this is a very okay low level, like low platinum competitive deck, but I don't see that this deck without some major overhauls and some big rare and mythic additions, this can actually accelerate me even to like platinum 3 or 2, right? Like I think this is kind of like a win one, lose one, win one, lose one at best type of deck, but it's fun and it's good for collecting some gold like it did tonight. So expect in the next couple of videos, either a return to limited, spend some of this gold that we've collected here, or that explainer video. I really want to prioritize getting that one out there because I think it's a really interesting topic that I've been meaning to cover for a while. Thanks for joining in on this one. We will see you in the next one, probably in the next couple days. So thanks everyone.